Season 3 with the Skinnz Academy wasn't particularly good, was it? We are back for Season 4, and we are trying to win the Latvian League, and I guess trying to get into the Europa Conference League group stage games. Starting off, Levski. Not going to be easy. Hello and welcome back to the Skinnz Academy. Building a nation with Latvia. Season 4 begins today, and if you're enjoying these videos, do please remember you can hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you're new and you're not subscribed, it's completely free to do. Anyway, on with today's episode. Starting off then, transfers. Now, we already knew this was going to happen, but Oliver Tchukwu has left the club, going back to his native Nigeria, signing for Enugu Rangers. He's going to be a very big miss. And that is kind of all that we've lost. We've obviously lost some players to teams on free transfers and various loan deals and things, but nobody else big has left the club. You can see as well, lots of starred players going out on loan to various teams as well in and around Latvia, which is perfect because they're going to get good and they're going to get some football. Bringing into the club then, that's words, bringing into the club, sure. We have brought in 8 new players. Let's start with the most expensive one. Last season, we weren't very good in defence. Ruddy Nilsson is hopefully going to rectify that. We have basically moved away from trying to get in good Latvians because if we stick with the Latvian plan, we are going to struggle because there are no good Latvians at the moment. The database just isn't big enough because we've only got 30, 40 odd Latvian teams now starting to make youth intakes. We don't have any really well-developed Latvian central defenders. So, Ruddy Nilsson, the Guinea-Bissauan, or the Bissau-Guinean, I'm not sure what way around you'd say that, he's come from Lithuania, but I think he's going to be very good for us. At the other end of the pitch, it's an Ivorian striker called Romaric Utara. He has signed from WAC Williamsville Athletic Club, I think is what they're called. Their badge is a little bit like a knockoff Man United one. Anyway, he has come in for £150,000. I basically brought him in because I'm hoping he's actually going to be the replacement for Yurkovs rather than Tchukwu. In the right-back position, we've signed Herman Tayuri, maybe. He's alright, he's not amazing, he's alright, but again, much like I said with our central defence, we struggled from the right-back position and the left-back position, really. We struggled all across the back of the defence. So, Tayuri's going to hopefully be our number 1 right-back for the season. He's going to hopefully be good going forward as well. Another player who I've got high hopes for is Frank Dow, or Deo? Frank Deo, sure. Ivorian, 18 years old, from ASEC Mimosas. Little tip, if you want to buy decent Ivorians, check out ASEC Mimosas. They've always got lots of them. He has come in for £80,000. It's not a lot of money. I think he's really, really good. I'm also not sure what position we're going to play him in. Probably centre-back. I think that might fit him the most. On to the free transfers then. Taihi, maybe, is next up. He's, again, Ivorian, right-winger, striker, brought in for depth. That's why we brought this guy in. Completely free transfer, formerly of Stella Club. Abdul Karim Diaby is the Oliver Tchukwu replacement. He's, again, free transfer. He's not amazing. He does know how to score goals, though. Scored 44 and 102 appearances for AFAD Jekanu in his native Ivory Coast. I think he's going to be good, but not amazing. He's certainly going to get the odd game here or there. Similar to Emmanuel Zongo, who unfortunately has broken his collarbone, so he's out for 9 days to 4 weeks. Brought in from FC San Pedro, again, in the Ivory Coast, but actually he's from Burkina Faso, I believe is where he's from. Again, he's alright, isn't he? Mentally, he's not great. He's not all there mentally. Physically, very good. Technically, average. He'll get some games. And finally, Richie Enin, who I had on a different save. I can't remember what save it was, but I signed Richie Enin before. I think it was last year's Football Manager, but I don't remember what team it was for. It might have... Was it Rupel Boom? Anyway, doesn't matter who it was. We've signed Richie Enin, a Canadian currently playing in Latvia, which is why it didn't seem a bit too weird to sign a Canadian for some reason, because he was already here. So yeah, he has come in on a free transfer. Very well-rounded. I don't really know what his best position is. Arguably, we might be able to push him up to be more of a striker, because yes, he's got 11s, but we're in Latvia. We're not looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. So that is all of our transfer business. The window is still open as far as I remember. We've spent £500,000. I was planning on spending a little bit more, but I don't want to go nuts. I can't force myself to go nuts. I could easily spend silly money on players, but they wouldn't make our team much better unless we bought 50 of them. So I'm thinking this might be what we've got. Also, as it is the start of a new season, we've already played a few of our Europa League Europa League qualifying games, because basically we had quite a lot. And I went through them, and every time the draw came out, I went, you know what, we're probably going to beat them. We started off with Aberystwyth of Wales. We beat them 7-0 and 6-0. I was justified. Then against Zimbru Chisinau from Moldova? I think it is Moldova. We beat them 1-0 and 3-2. You almost saw the second leg of that one because I was a little bit worried, but luckily we pulled through. And now we're up against Levski of Bulgaria. Levski are good. Levski are a very good side. If we look at their key player, he's better than all of our players combined, in my opinion. We're probably going out of Europe. Speaking of going out of Europe, last season's champions, Riga, are already out of the Champions League, losing to Slovan Bratislava. So they're also at the same position as us. They are against Kalju of Estonia. I'm hoping they're good enough to beat them. I really do. I think as well, if we beat Levski, we might be in the group stages. No, we're not in the group stages. We are currently here. We're going to have one more round to play. Then we're in the group stages. So, if we get in there and Riga get in there, that'll be pretty good. Right, let's play Levski. The starting lineup then for the Levski game. We're at home for the first leg. Will be Zommers in goal. Taigui, Vitalis, Rudinelson and Adjamani at the back. Abdul Samad, Tronikovs and Mikolov in the middle of the pitch with Tehi, Zavs and Roberts Mikolov as our strikers or attacking wingers and striker. Obviously you can see we're going for a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3. Wait, no, we'll do... Wait, we're going to change it. 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. That's the one that everybody plays, right? And it works really well. So we're going to go for that. I've just dropped Abdul Samad into the box-to-box midfield role. Or do we swap you two round? We do. And now I've moved Maris Mikolov to be the advanced playmaker in the middle. This probably won't work, will it? So even though this is literally episode 1 of season 4, it's already going through my head of, if we get knocked out of Europe at this point, we're probably going to go very quickly towards the end of the season. There's probably only going to be about 4 episodes in season 4, and arguably it's a worse season than season 3. Maris Mikolov has this ball for us, plays it across to Troninkovs, in the centre circle back to Vitalis. We need to go forward if we can. Abdul Samad to Troninkovs. Maris Mikolov once again finds Tehi in the area, tries to shoot. Mikolov gets it to Tehi once again, and we are 1-0 up against Levski Sofia. This was not what I was expecting. Not even 3 minutes on the clock, and we've got another highlight. I didn't even realise that first highlight was so early in the match. Abdul Samed's going to find Zavs, heads that ball forward to Roberts Mikolov. He's going to run with it. Zavs is continuing his run. It wasn't the best pass from Roberts Mikolov. Zavs does have it, crosses that ball in. Taihi's there again, and Taihi's got his second of the match. 4 minutes played. I know there's probably a couple of Bulgarian fans out there watching this, because I did a save with Botev Plovdiv a few seasons ago. Are Levski really bad? What's happened? Like, because we're not good. We are certainly not good, but we are just making them look like children. 5 minutes left of the first half. We've had literally 2 highlights for the entire game, and it's resulted in 2 goals. And it is 2-0 to the Skinnz Football Academy at half-time against Levski. This is unexpected. This is definitely unexpected. We are seeing the first highlight of the second half. I am looking at Roberts Mikolov. He might be getting substituted at some point. Roberta plays that ball through. Abdul Samad cuts it out back to Zommers. So what is happening here? I'm a bit, not scared, but I'm a bit worried. Rudinilson with this. Play it long. There you go. Mikolov doesn't win the header. Are we going to get there first? Adjamani to Zavs to Troninkovs. He's gone long to get it back to Zavs. Mikolov needs to make his run. He's played it through. Taihi, is he going to get himself a hat-trick? And oh my word, Taihi has managed to get himself a hat-trick. His 6th goal of the season. What is going on? What is going on here? I've been wanting to record this episode for so long, and every time I've started to record it, I've looked at it and gone, oh, last season was so bad. We're just going to get battered by Levski. It's 4-0. Troninkovs has just scored a screamer. What's happened? What is going on? I mean, I'm not upset at all. This is great, but it's 4-0 against Levski. Just after the hour mark, are we going to make it 5? Zavs with this ball. He's been tripped. Troninkovs gets it to Adjamani. Plays it back to Zavs, who's now out of position, but actually that might work in our favour. Zavs is gone for goal. Tries to put it in the bottom corner, but hits it just wide. We are going to do ourselves a substitution or 2. Mikolov is going to come off. We're going to do Abdul Karim Diaby, who I think probably is as good as Mikolov. Do we do anything else? Probably not. I want to bring on Richie in, but Zavs is playing so well. Final 20 minutes of the game. Looking at the Levski formation, which arguably, as a manager, I probably should have paid a lot more attention to that earlier on. They are playing 3 at the back with wing-backs, which I think is part of their problem. They're kind of sitting a little bit too deep. Maris Mikulov with the ball for us. Troninkovs plays it back to Abdul Samed. Where are you going to go? Forward to Taiguri. Not seen a lot of the new signing yet. Abdul Samed to Mikulov to Troninkovs to Zavs to Diaby to Zavs. Zavs has managed to make his way through. And how has he not scored that one? How has he not scored that one? He's rattled the bar. And it's just gone completely out of the goal. That would have been a great finish. If that hit the underside of the bar, went in, Tony Yeboah it a lot. Abdul Samed with a corner then. Right-footed. We've got 15 minutes. Troninkovs isn't going to get there. It's a header clear. Levski might have themselves a chance. Roberta loses out to Taiguri. Kicks it off for a throw. Final 10 minutes then. I'm thinking we are going to start doing some time-wasting changes. Maris Mikulov for Murzov, who is our Russian winger. You might remember who we signed in last season. Do we do Richie Ennin as well? We do. Let's give Zavs a little round of applause. Richie Ennin can come on that left-hand side for the final 10 minutes. Levski with possibly a chance right at the end. Murzov clears it. Diaby's going to collect. If we can keep this to a clean sheet would be great, because that's no away goals. Shopov with a decent tackle. Savov kicks it long. Taiguri chests it down and plays it all the way back to Zommers. We've got 45 seconds of normal time plus injury time. Troninkovs to Richie Ennin, the Canadian. He's going to run slowly, apparently. I thought he might have been a bit quicker than that. Richie, buddy, what are you doing? That was rubbish. Well, that was kind of unexpected, wasn't it? 4-0 in the first leg. We've got to go do it again. 7 days later, and we're already set up for match number 2. It is the same starting 11, with one little change, and that change is Yanis Vogels returns to the starting lineup. I think he was injured, maybe, for the last match. I'm not even sure, to be honest. I didn't even check. Yeah, he was injured. That's why he didn't play, so Vogels is back for the second leg. He's getting good, isn't he? Oh, and we're playing Karim Diaby as our striker rather than Robert Mikulov, because Mikulov wasn't very good. All we need to do is not let in 4 goals, which sounds really easy, doesn't it? We just need to not concede 4 goals, and then we're going through to the next round, which is obviously going to be in the next episode. Levski are still sticking with this 3 at the back with 2 wing-backs. Also, this is a weird kick clash. Abdul Samed has the ball for us, 15 minutes. Troninkovs to Diaby. Across to Maris Mikulov, who, by the way, is getting very good at football. Zavs is going to hopefully keep that ball in play and does so. He's lost out, though. It's cleared. And Levski, Yanis, Vogels, what do you do? How was that not a foul? I have no idea how we got away with that one. Troninkovs to Diaby. Back to Troninkovs. Adjamani on the left-hand side. Lovely through ball to Zavs. Zavs hits it wide of the post. It remains 0-0. I'm not sure how that wasn't a foul. That should have been a foul. Rudder Nilsson to Abdul Samed. Find Taihi, who scored a hat-trick in the first leg. He's going to run with this ball. On the right-hand side, he's got some options. Shopov with a decent tackle, though. Clears upfield. Rudder Nelson gets it back to Taihi, though. Maris Mikulov. Taiguri on the right-hand side. 2 in the middle. Actually, a few more options as well. Taihi back to Mikulov. And Maris Mikulov with a lovely long-range effort from outside the area makes it 1-0 against Levski. And that is a massive goal because that's an away goal. Abdul Samed with a corner towards Zavs at the front. It's gone over everybody. And Karim Diaby has managed to find the back of the net there after 26 minutes. It's 2-0. Starting to think we're not ending this season after about 3 or 4 episodes, because if we can get past our next challenger, I've assumed we're getting past Levski at this point, but if we can win our next match on camera, then we're going back to the Europa League 2 group stages. And at half-time here, it is 2-0 to the Skinnz Academy. We're looking good, aren't we? Keep going. Keep going, everybody. Just have a lovely time. You'd think Levski would have done something about their formation. Like, it didn't work in the first leg. It's not working in the second leg. But you're sticking with your 3 defenders and 2 wing-backs. Admittedly, the second leg hasn't been as exciting as the first leg. We're going to do ourselves a couple of changes. Murzov is going to come on the left-hand side for Zavs. Do we do Utara? Although Diaby scored, hasn't he? Frank. Do we bring Frank on? I think we need to bring Frank on, you know. Frank Dowell's going to come on for Rudder Nilsson. And Taigui's not playing very well. Juris Lyzan's on the right-hand side. We've done all of our changes. We're 2-0 up. Why have I done that? It's a corner. Sonev's going to take this front post. It's found its way into the back of the net. Nigel Roberta. Is he real? That's a great name. He is real, and he's from Curacao. Fair enough. He's actually pretty good as well. Abdul Samed with a corner for us. It's found Murzov, and the Russians' headed effort goes just wide of the keeper's post. It is 2-1, 6-1 on aggregate. I'm not really too concerned. The fact that they've scored is a bit annoying, but they still need to score another 6 goals in order to beat us. Final few minutes of the match then, 2-1 on the night. It's looking like we're going to be winning this game, going through to the next round. And more importantly, I completely glossed over this, coefficient points. More and more coefficient points against a big nation as well. That's a big nation to get some coefficient points against. I'm hoping Riga have done us a favour as well. And they've also been doing alright in the Europa Conference League qualifiers. And I don't think anyone else is still in this, so. Oh, marvellous. We also know who we're playing. It's Anderlecht. It's Anderlecht. They're good. They're a good football team, aren't they? Anderlecht. He's injured. Great, he's not playing. I mean, they've probably got somebody just as good. Yes, they do. So that is going to be in the next episode, which means we're actually going to play a league game for once. Also, if we have a look, can we see easily the Latvian teams? I don't think we can we? I'm just looking here. No Latvian teams are in that one, apart from us. No, Spartaks are in there. They drew 1-1 in the first leg and lost 3-0 in the second leg, but a draw is more coefficient points, and then if we go to the other one, which I think is the Champions one, that one, are Riga in this? They are in that. Riga made it through. They made it through. They beat them both times as well. Oh, this is good news for us. I've not looked at this yet. I've not looked. Coefficients. So we have moved up as a nation. We have definitely moved up. We are currently 34. We're going to lose a 1.625. And it's being replaced with a 3.375. That's big. That's big. Are we going to move up anywhere? Are we going to move up? We are moving up a lot. What are we moving up to? 31st. Which means we are going to go up to 31st, which it doesn't give us anything additional. But we're getting very close to having 2 teams in the Europa Cup 2 qualifying quarter round final stuff. There's a long way to go. We need to get here. We need to get 15th. Once we're 15th, then we're laughing. 2 teams in the Champions League. Anyway, that is going to do it then for episode 1 of season 4, Building a Nation with the Skinnz Academy in Latvia. Beating Levski twice, 4-0 and 2-1, a hat-trick for a new signing as well. I think, ultimately, pretty good start to a season, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Stick all your comments down in the comment section below. I'll be back next time with Anderlecht. Maybe we'll win that one 4-0 as well. See you next time.